4 mil, these niggas sound crazy.
Going through some shit, can't let it get to me. Can't let it take all of my time and all my energy. Gotta watch them cats who claim that they a fucking kin to me. Gotta watch your friends before they turn into your frenemies. Going through some shit, can't let it get to me. Can't let it take all of my time and all my energy. Gotta watch them cats who claim that they a fucking kin to me. Gotta watch your friends before they turn into your frenemies. You gotta watch them, I swear you gotta watch them. You could get a little paper and they start the pocket watching. And the cops get the searching and the doors get the knocking. What the fuck you gonna do when the prophet's in the closet? Damn, shit crazy. Had my mans around all alone, he was shaky. I could tell by the swag that one day he'll probably snake me. But I always showed him love, that's just the way my mama raised me. Yeah, but you live and you learn. Don't expect no fucking.
All right, boys, welcome back to the Hawaii Tech Dynasty here on NCAA 14. We finished our season on a 2-game losing streak. We lost the conference championship game to Fresno State, and then we lost our bowl game 70-42 to Utah. But we're ahead of schedule and not a bad season at all, considering we only won 3 games last year, and we were nowhere near close to being in a bowl game. Looking at the big bowl game results, first thing first. Oklahoma. All right, guys. So at the end of season 2, Shuffle Guy Johnson breaks the school record for receiving touchdowns in the season with 15. He also breaks the school record with receiving yards in the season with 1687. Warfield shatters the quarterback record of passing touchdowns in the season with 37. Then he also shatters the season passing yards record with 5277. Taking a look at the bowl results here. Oklahoma got blown out by Clemson in the Natty. North Carolina beat Tulsa in the Orange Bowl. Mississippi State lost to Notre Dame in the Cotton Bowl. Sugar Bowl, Auburn barely beat Illinois. Bama blew out Fresno State as we won it in the Fiesta Bowl. Wisconsin lost to Cal in the Rose Bowl. LSU beat Penn State in the Outback Bowl. Capital One Bowl, Florida beat Michigan. Georgia beat Minnesota. Ole Miss lost to Florida State. You know what I mean? Our boys Vandy beat the heck out of Cincinnati. I see y'all. And then Rutgers blew out Texas. Jersey, let's go. Final season stats for us. Kalina, 8 for 9, 125 touchdowns, 2 touchdown passes. Kalina, 8 for 9, 125 yards, 2 touchdown passes, only 1 pick. 88 completion percentage. Warfield, 323 for 583, 5277, 37 touchdowns, 27 picks, 377 yards a game, 55 completion percentage. And Robinson, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 8 for 17, 94 yards. On the ground, our leader rusher is Madley with 205 yards, but he had double-digit touchdowns with 11. Warfield had 6 on the ground, Uyo had 4, and Cutler had 1 on the 1 trick play that we ran. Receiving wise, we already went over Isaac Johnson's stats. 78 for 1687, 22 yards a catch, 15 passing touchdowns. Mike Cutler, who didn't start the first couple games, 76 catches, 1,222 yards, 16 yards per catch, 4 touchdowns. Justin Lewis, 61 catches, 1,203 yards, 20 yards a catch, 9 touchdowns. So we had 3 1,000-yard receivers. Spradley chipped in his true freshman year, 42 for 564, 5 touchdowns. Uyo had 3 touchdowns through the air. Harris had 20 catches, 311 and 1. And Kevon King, 17 for 195, 2 touchdowns. And Madley chipped in with a touchdown through the air as well. Defensively, LSR led us in the nation in tackles with 78 total. Well, 74 solo and 78 total. 10 tackles for loss. Romero had 63, 66 total. 10 tackles for loss. Rob Valentine had 8. Romero had 8. Corn had 8. McCarty had 7. Reggie Neal led us in sacks with 5. Corn with 4. McCarty with 3. Richardson and Romero with 2. 1.5 to LSR. 1 to Colin Davis and a half a sack to Morris. So we were 7th in the country with 8,000 total yards. 6,097 yards of total offense. 5,400 pass yards. And then only 600 something rush yards. We were last in rush yards, but first in pass yards by 900 yards. Points per game, we weren't in the top 10. Passing touchdowns, we were top 5. Rushing touchdowns, we know we're not going to be there. Sacks allowed, we didn't allow the least and we didn't allow the most. First downs, nowhere to be found. Now, on the flip side, we were 4th in total yards allowed with 58-24. The only other two, so Utah was ranked 15th in the nation, and they gave up more yards than us. We gave up 2,800 yards through the air, which isn't that much, but we gave up a staggering 3,000 yards on the ground. We gave up 521 points more than any other team in the nation. You know what I mean? We only had 20 sacks close to the bottom. We didn't have any forced fumbles, which was last place with Purdue. We only had 11 picks, which was right in the middle. Third down conversion percentage, we weren't at the top, we were at the bottom. Fourth down conversion percentage, you know what I'm saying? We were near the top with 77%. All right, boys, so you see here, we are being offered a contract extension. You did it, coach. Everyone here is so impressed with the job you have done that we decided to offer you an extension. And one thing I forgot to do again is I gotta go back to the old episode and see who came in last place of the Pac-12. God dang it. Let's go ahead and view the contract extension. And we're getting a 7-year extension, boy. So, still the target wins are going to be 5. So they're still not expecting nothing too crazy out of us. So far in the coaching career, 11 and 15. 0-2 versus rivals, 0-6 versus top 25, 0-1 in our bowl. But hey, man, 0-12 before, the year before we took over. So yes, we would like to. Are you sure you want to continue with this contract? Yes, I am. All right, guys, so I just found out what 2 teams will be moving down to the Mountain West: Oregon State and Washington State. That was an easy find. All right, so coaching changes are done. Of course, we're staying put. All right, so now the coaching changes are done. Not only did Colt Brennan get an extension, OC Jeff Castle was also able to get an extension. 24th in the NCAA in offense, 2nd in the Mountain West. It doesn't get much better than that. So players leaving, naturally we only have 2 because we only had 2 seniors. Kiko Kalina is graduating along with Justin Lewis. I really wish Justin Lewis was at least just like a junior last year. He was really going to take off as a receiver. But in his 1 year, man, I think he made enough noise to really have scouts at least want to look at him to possibly be on somebody's practice team. All right, transfer requests. You guys know we're not accepting any transfer requests. So we got to go ahead and take all of these away, even though all of these guys would be able to help our team tremendously. But that is one of our challenges that we're going with here, to make this series, even longer. So we're going to go ahead and move to recruiting. All right, so you see here, we're in a 3-person recruiting battle. 2 corners and a free safety, Jeremy Harrell, that we're trying to bring to the squad. So we're actually going after 4 different recruits. I don't know why 3 showed up. Oh, because we're leading on Kerry, so we're not really in a battle with him on Kerry McLean. Thomas Carter, so we got 1150 recruiting points to allocate. So McLean, I'm gonna give him like 1,000. I'll give him the 1,500. You know what I'm saying? We should be able to bring him in. Boom. So 2,500 to Thomas Carter. 2,500 to Montrell Patterson, 1,500 to McLean, and 5,000 to Harrell. All right, boys. So we actually end up only getting one of the recruits. That is Montrell Patterson. Kerry McLean doesn't sign anywhere. Thomas Carter goes to Eastern Michigan, and Jeremy Harrell goes to New Mexico. Wow, I don't know how many more points we need to put on Kerry McLean for him to come here. But we were in the lead by a landslide. You know what I'm saying? So that hurts. Harrell, wow. The Lobos went all out for him, so there's no way we're going to get him. Thomas Carter, same thing with Eastern Michigan. They went all out for him. Montrell Patterson, we easily got. If I'd have known that, bro, I would have just went after McLean and Patterson. You know what I'm saying? Split the points down the middle with them boys, but dang. Kerry McLean wanted to come to this school. I don't know why he didn't sign. Like, honestly. We have the 125th class out of 126 teams. 2 3-stars, 7 2-stars, and 4 1-stars. Our two big names, Walton and Patterson, were able to, we were able to bring in 3-star DN, 3-star cornerback, 2-star tackle Cobbs, 2-star free safety, outside linebacker, strong safety, another outside linebacker, another corner, a DN, another corner, a punter, a guard, and an outside linebacker. So you guys can see what we were focusing on bringing in to the squad, bring it into the program here with this offseason. With this recruiting class. You guys can submit your recruiting information down below, but it's not necessary because most of you submitted it on the community tab post from last season, and I'm going to go back to that post and get your information there. And if you guys are sponsors, I've already shown you guys this recruiting class list, and you guys have already told me which recruits it were that you wanted to be. Now here we are in position changes. You see here Stephen Cobbs was only a 2-star, but he ended up being a gem +6. We didn't bring in any athletes or anything, so you know what I mean, we already know who's going to be quarterback for us. These other quarterbacks, they don't play any other position well. You know what I mean? I've heard people say put Swain at receiver or running back, blah blah blah. He doesn't play any other position well. Oh, so he could play running back, but if he went to running back, 68 speed, he's not going to see my field, so that's pointless. Uyo and Madley, we're going to see who really trains the hardest this offseason, because Madley ran a lot better than Uyo, in my opinion. Bryant Montgomery, still going to be the fullback. Wide receivers, same old, same old. Now, even though Jason Harris ended up losing his spot to Mike Cutler last year, he's still slated to be the best receiver on the team. But we already know how Isaac Johnson and Mike Cutler played last year. So they're the 1 and 2 receiver. Well, Cutler's going to be the slot regardless of who's 1 and 2. But Spratley made a strong case to be, you know what I mean, the number 2 receiver this year as well. But we got to just go based off of who plays well and, you know, not playing favorites. But Johnson and Cutler have made it clear that they're going to be starters in this offense. Kevon King, you know what I mean, still going to be the starting tight end. Even though this isn't depth chart, this is position changes. Cobbs, oh shit. Cobbs is going to be the starting left tackle. Jackson looks like he's going to be the starting left guard. Center, which means what we can do is we can go ahead and move Collier to center. He goes up to a 66. Right guard Bracken. Let's see if we can take Mike Ball, and make him a right guard. He's a 65. So the O-line is already getting better here. The right tackle is going to be Moose Daniels, who's, you know what I mean, a big part of the offensive line last year. Left end, Kyle Walton is looking to take McCarty's place. Doesn't look like it's going to be too difficult. Braden Korn is safe with his position over here on right end. D tackle, you know what I mean, Eric Richardson and Reggie Neal. Reggie Neal played above, you know what I'm saying, his overall leading us in sacks last year. But we're going to take McCarty, and maybe McCarty becomes a decent D tackle. Not really sure. He's probably be better than Neal and Richardson. And then what about Scott Richardson, who we just bought into the program? He's a 61 overall D tackle. So we'll definitely go ahead and move him to tackle. We got 2 Richardsons at tackle. And then McCarty, we'll let you fight for playing time over there as well. Left outside linebacker, Nathan Cole. And then we got Rob Valentine, who played really, really well for us last year. I think he played some middle linebacker, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? But 65 speed. I'm not sure where Cole played, because Rob Valentine, he got the nod over him last year. He was on the field a lot. LSR still our starting middle linebacker. Here's the other outside linebackers we bought in this season. We got Williams, Bush, and Newton. Can we move you to middle linebacker or the other outside linebacker at all, even though Valentine played well? We'll let the JUCO junior David Williams stay on the right side. Jeff Bush, we'll move you to the left side. And as far as middle linebacker, since we usually have 2 on the field, do we want to bring Newton? Do we want to make him a middle linebacker? So we'll go Bush, LSR, and Newton. And then on this side, we'll go David Williams. Seems like a plus to me, because I want everybody to see the field. I want everybody to have a chance to be on the field. Corners, Coco's still going to be holding his spot down as the number 1 guy. Montrell Patterson is the number 2 corner on the depth chart. Really wish we would have brought in that 68 corner that really wanted to come to our squad, bro. Man, we just didn't give him enough points. That's what's frustrating. 5,000 points is just not enough. And then we got another true freshman, JJ Conley, coming in. So we got some more speed out there. And then Quincy Thomas, going to be another corner, who's actually a better free safety. Did we even get Harold a free safety? We did not. Jamal Johnson is coming out here. Looks like he's going to take Ramiro's spot. So what can Ramiro play? Ramiro could play linebacker, as I thought he would be able to, and he will train this year. So let's definitely look to bring Ramiro down to play linebacker this year. because Jamal Johnson is easily going to take that spot. Tyler McCoy is going to easily take that spot. So Romero, instead of putting you at middle linebacker, we're going to put you at left outside. 57 overall, and you're going to train. You got a chance to be just as good as, if not better than Jeff Bush, and you'll probably start over him because you have more speed than him. So linebackers are good, corners are good, and then our DBs, 84 speed, 90 excel, 89 speed, 92 excel. So we shouldn't be getting beat deep as much this season. All right, training results are in. Warfield is +6 and now is 74 overall. Ty Robinson also got +5, 68 overall. Let's look at these passing stats for Warfield here. +1 to throw power, but +4 to throw accuracy. That's a plus. Well, duh, it's plus. Ubio trains a little bit harder than Madley. You know what I mean? He's faster and has more excel, but for some reason, Madley just moves quicker than Ubio. A lot of you guys are calling for Madley to be the sole #1 back, but we'll see how that works out this year. I'm kind of liking the way Madley runs a little better as well, but you know what I mean, I like the two running back system. Fullback, nobody really cares there too much. Jason Harris is the best receiver on the squad. Trained really hard, +5, 69 overall. Spratley +5, 68 overall. Shuffle got +4, 67 overall. Also got +1 speed, +2 excel. Coming over to these catch stats, he got +4 catch, 6 to Harris, 6 and 5 to Spratley. Cutler got +5. He catches the best on the squad with an 80 catch. Spec catch, Spratley has an 80. Johnson has 55, even though on the field he plays a lot better than a 55 spec catch. Catching traffic, Spratley also has the highest with 80, so he might end up being the one playing the slot this season. Route running, Spratley has the best route running, and he jumps the highest with an 86. Kevon King, +5, 73 overall tight end. You love to see it. +1 speed, +1 excel. Sullivan gets +5, but I don't think he's going to be our starting left tackle. Tim Jenkins gets +6. The lineman, Collier will be starting, gets +5, 71 overall center. +5, Mike Ball is going to be the starting right guard. +3, he's now 68. And Moose Daniels +4, 73 overall. So the line is getting good. Left end, neither of you guys are going to be starting. Right end, Braden Korn +5, 67 overall, running away with that, spot. D tackle McCarty +4, 56 overall. Reggie Neal +5. Richardson +4. Richards +5. Left outside linebacker Shane Romero +4, 61 overall. LSR +5, 68 overall. Justin Lee +4. Jay Coco +6, 71 overall, +1 speed, +1 excel, +1 agility. Cabral gets +5. Morrison Berg gets +4. Free safety Jason Harris gets +4, +1 speed. Strong safety Philip Stewart. Our kicker Alex Atkins gets a +6, and our punters are true freshmen. So liking the work we put in this offseason. Now here we are at cut players. We're +4 over where we need to be. Let's see. Quarterback Martin Thompson, say goodbye. Running back Andy Adams, say goodbye. Edwin Barnes, I'm going to keep you around. Irby, I'm going to keep you around. These receivers, these are people that came in, that were here year one. McAfee, we can't say goodbye to you. But Andrew Dotson, we can go ahead and say goodbye, sir. Chris Moss, we can go ahead and say goodbye. So that was easy. We don't really have many other positions where we got to get rid of that many people. Maybe D tackle. But we'll keep the depth here. A lot of these guys are going to be leaving soon anyway. They're all juniors. All right, boys. So it's time to delegate and relegate. Us in Fresno State will be moving up to the Pac-12. We will be replacing both Oregon State and Washington State. Now, with that, though, we will be trying to keep it true to the region. So we would be south. And, since Colorado is more north than us, what we're going to do is swap them out with Colorado, who is also going to be more north. And then Fresno State, which is northern Cali, can still stay as they can stay in the north. So they'll switch with Oregon State in the north. So let's see. I hit the wrong button. Retarded. Swap with Fresno State. Boom. And then we will swap with Washington State. So on our side of the Pac-12 is going to be us. It's going to be Arizona, Arizona State, us, UCLA, USC, Utah. And on the north side is going to be Cal, Colorado, Fresno State, Oregon, Stanford, and Washington. Now in the Mountain West, is going to be on the mountain side is going to be Air Force, BYU, Boise, Colorado State, Utah, Washington State, Wyoming. And then on the west is going to be Hawaii, Nevada, New Mexico, Oregon State, San Diego State, San Jose State, and UNLV. And with us coming over with Fresno State is going to be a protected rivalry of ours. All right, boys, so we're here in the preseason. We got our recruiting board filled out. And after listening to you guys, throughout the first 2 seasons, I'm going to allow myself to scout up to 50% of each player. You know what I mean? Because you guys are right. Even with a small school, they would still find a way to at least somewhat scout their players. So, you know what I mean? We got 25 recruits on our board, which is a lot for me usually. But, you know what I mean? We're just going to go ahead and recruit the first 20. And this is all we'll have to work with is the first 50%. They can end up being busts. They can end up being, you know what I'm saying? They can end up being gems. We'll just see. And it's not looking good for Sean Randall. So I think it's safe that we can move him off the board. He already went down 4 points. Lawrence Harris, all right, looking a lot better. Adam McCall. You guys see, we're still trying to shore up some more of this defense because I feel like, you know what I mean, our offense is going to be good for years to come. Our offense is hella young. And even though some of these dudes are still going down like +2s and stuff like that, they're better than what we have to offer. So, you know what I mean? We got 4 people that we still need to, not 4, but 5 people that we still need to recruit. You know what I'm saying? The first week of the new season. Time to take a look to see if we want to if we want to redshirt anybody. I kind of want to redshirt Ty Robinson. But if Warfield goes down, I'm a redshirt Ty Robinson. You know what I'm saying? That way, when Warfield's gone, if we don't bring in another quarterback over the years, we'll at least have him to, you know what I mean, to come in and take the reins. Irby, I'll go ahead and redshirt Irby. This is just more so for depth purposes. Redshirt. No, I'm not going to redshirt. Not going to redshirt Cameron or Cox. I could, though. I think I redshirted McAfee just last season. But with us cutting those other few receivers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Cameron would see the field. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and we're going to redshirt Cox. Could redshirt Cameron. Yeah, we'll redshirt Cox and Cameron. And that way McAfee will see the field. Nah. We'll let these guys run their course. Tight end, no, we're not going to redshirt. Sullivan, no. Jenkins, no. None of the centers, none of the right guards. We're probably not going to redshirt anybody except for Ty Robinson. That's probably the only person that it made the most sense to redshirt, if you ask me. Looking around here. Well, left outside linebacker. Bush is better on paper, but I'm thinking I'm going to give Romero the nod to start over him. But Bush should still see the field somewhat. Let's see. Corners, do we want to redshirt anybody? Quincy Thomas is definitely going to get redshirted. Adam Bird can get redshirted. And then Chris Morris can get redshirted. Just for depth purposes. All right, we're good there. Nah. Actually, I changed my mind. Chris Morris and Adam Bird, I'm taking their red shirts off, but I am redshirting Quincy Thomas. Depth chart, let's go ahead and auto reorder that one time for the one time. I'm going to take you guys' advice for now. I'm going to make Madley the exclusive starter. He's going to be the number one guy. He wasn't All-American last year. You know what I mean? So Uyo is going to have to try to earn his way back onto the field. Let's see what else we got. Shuffle Guy Johnson is the number one. Cutler is the slot. The difference, I mean, in Spratley, man, you know what I'm saying? Only 78 speed, but he has the best catching stats. You know what I mean? Spec catch 80, catching traffic 80. That's why he made a lot of those tough catches last year. You know what I'm saying? Cutler has the best catching period on the team at 80. Harris is right there with 77, but he's going to get a lot of looks as the fourth receiver because Spratley was the fourth receiver last year and he still had like 50 catches. Tight end, Kevon King. You know what I mean? Not even close to losing that spot. Steven Cobbs, first year going to be starting 75. Lawrence Jackson, that's his spot. You know, and a lot of these names are going to change once you know the subscriber recruits come in. Collier's there, Mike Ball's there, Moose Daniels. Walton's easily going to be starting over Shaw. Braden Corn, that's easy work. The tackle, Scott Richardson, starting over McCarty and Neal. Left outside linebacker, I want Romero to start there. Bush, you can still get some burn. But Romero's also supposed to see some of the second string middle linebacker work. Who's the better tackler? Romero can catch, we know that. 80 jump. Did I pass tackling? I super pass tackling. Where's tackling? 57 to 74. But Romero's got that speed, man. You know, we'll let Bush start over Romero. And then Romero can come in as the second string middle linebacker. He can get that work there. Also going to be the second string right outside linebacker. So he'll come in for these linebackers. You know what I mean? Remember, he'll probably still back up and play some DB. Coco, Patterson, and Conley are going to be our starting corners. Tyler McCoy's easily starting there. And Jamal Johnson's easily starting there. All right, now setting up our schedule coming into this year. They want us to open up with FCS West. NASA. Who do we want to play? Do we want to rematch against Florida? You know what? We'll play Illinois. They're number 14 in the nation. You know what I mean? They won their bowl game last year. And we got to try to find somewhere to put. We have to put Hawaii on our you know what I mean, on our schedule. So they're available week 3. So let's just go ahead and leave that open for Air Force, because I would love to play them the last week of the season. They're not available that last week. Are they available week 6? They're not available week 6, so it looks like week 3 is when we're going to play them. Was it week 3? Yeah, week 3 we're going to play Hawaii. Gotta have them. We played at our house last year, so we're definitely supposed to be at their house this year. So we got Illinois, Hawaii. All right, so we got our toughest schedule yet, A+ schedule. By week 1, then we open up against number 14 Illinois. Then we're at Hawaii. Then we're at Stanford. Back at home against number 6 North Carolina. Home against Air Force. Number 8 Oregon at home. Fresno State at home. USC at home. Utah on the road. UCLA on the road. Arizona State on the road. And Arizona at home to end the season. All right, so here we are, week 1 of the brand new season. Take a look at preseason polls and where we are. Clemson, Oklahoma, Florida, Alabama, Auburn, North Carolina, Virginia Tech, Notre Dame, Stanford, Michigan, Ole Miss, LSU, Arizona, Illinois, Wisconsin, Texas, Penn State, Oregon, Mississippi State, Georgia, Texas A&M, Cal, UCLA, Florida State, and Tennessee are your top 25. And then we have made a great improvement. You know, we're still D's across the board. We're now a 60 overall team, 63 offense, 57 defense, 2-star prestige school, 82nd in the nation. Conference outlook, they got us finishing dead last in the Pac-12 South. Fresno State second to last in the Pac-12 North. And they got us finishing dead last in the Pac-12 altogether. Heisman watch list, DJ Williams, who won the Heisman last year, followed by Austin Jones, Isaiah Williams, Tayshawn, whatever, and DeCarlos Brooks. Preseason All-American, Shuffle God Johnson is a first-team preseason All-American. Vincent Elisar is a first-team preseason All-American, and Jacob Madley as a return man is a first-team preseason All-American. We don't have any second-team preseason All-Americans, but we do have 11 preseason All-Conference. Trey Warfield at quarterback, Shuffle God Johnson at receiver, Reggie Neal at D-tackle, Elisar at middle linebacker, Coco at corner, Jason Davis at safety, Madley at return man. In the second team, we got Romero at linebacker, McCarty at D-tackle, Cabral at corner, and Atkins as the kicker. 4-year outlook on championship contenders. We're 82nd this year, but they have us being 126, 114, and 124 for the next 3 years after. We also have the 77th ranked toughest place to play. 6-15 total at home, but we're on a 4-game home win streak. And then looking at the culture of the program right now, academics prestige A+. Right now, and looking at the culture of the program, academic prestige A+, campus lifestyle A+, conference prestige is now an A-. B facilities, B- coach prestige, C+ television exposure, C coach stability, C stadium atmosphere, C tradition, D contender, and D pro potential. We still have yet to have anybody drafted, but we're going to change that in the coming years. You know what I mean? We already went over our 4-year championship outlook. Take a look at our tradition. You know what I'm saying? We're still under 500 as a program, 0-1 in the bowl games. Stadium atmosphere, we don't sell games out on average, but we are on a 4-game win streak. Coach stability, you know what I mean? It's only a second year here at the school. You know what I mean? But we got, you know what I mean? This is it's only our 3rd year here at the school, and we got, you know what I mean, 6 years left on our contract. You know what I mean? Same thing with our D coordinator and our offensive lineman, where our offensive lineman just signed, you know what I mean, extension and television exposure. We have yet to play any nationally televised games or regionally televised games, but with us being in the Pac-12, I feel like those will change this season. But that's going to do it for us here, that's going to do it for us here at the end of year 2 and the beginning of year 3. We won 8 games last year, man, way ahead of schedule, but now we're in a tougher conference, and our main goal this season is to not be delegated back down to the Mountain West. We got to come out here, you know what I mean, play our game and put points on the board and hopefully make some noise. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, man. If you did, stop and smash that like button. Hit me up in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new. It's your boy, UncleSamsReject, RKGames.com. I'm out of here. Peace.
Letting you go, I was just letting you know. I know the weather is cold, but you on your own. I ain't no regular Joe, you should've left me alone. I'm in the zone, I'm where the predators roam. We at the Senate in Rome, and I'm on the throne. This ain't no regular poem, this ain't that regular tone, no. Do you follow me, baby?